Heyo. I've made these two at the same time pretty much. I thought this would be appropriate. First of all, I noticed the slight inconsistencies. If you want, later, I will gladly go back through and explain myself. But this is actually in my types of feminism. You can argue there is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth wave. I'm going to call myself a fifth wave one, or what some people will call me a pick me. And no, you don't get as much as you think on that one. Let me explain. World War I, World War II, Vietnam, even all those Roman soldiers that went to war, Jewish men in battle, currently soldiers, if any, in Gaza, Afghanistan, they are all men. They are all biological men. Their gender will just focus on the biological. They go and they fight, and they're lucky if they die. They go, they fight, and they're lucky if they die. When they come back, if they're fucked up from PTSD, from the shit they see, and from the horrific realities women have not entirely experienced on the same level. Not entirely. And it needs to be acknowledged. But it also needs to be acknowledged that sometimes traditional, sometimes non-traditional, will try to subjugate us, realizing and not realizing it. So it's the most epic balance ever, and it's not easy. But this is a shout out to men across the world. You do have responsibility. And you still have societal superiority, because that depends on the society, and there's different societies. You create the industries. You've created the industries. You've come up with lots of things. But you also do some of the worst things and follow behind others. And individually, I don't think it's anybody's fault. I don't even know if it is collectively. I think it's unfortunately something that just happens. In a fallen world, that would be so. But my main point, we need to create a new branch of feminism. And it needs to acknowledge what the genders, as a matter of factly, did do, currently, not currently do, but have done and will do. And I think it needs to be based on etiquette, courtesy, and understanding. I see you, and you do make good points. I haven't had to die in battle. I don't want to. And on that one, I don't think I should have to, because I'm 5 feet. Now, being a frontline nurse, that's more for me. But throwing me into actual battle, I'm just going to end up being meat. But you died for us. A lot of you did. A lot of you continue to. You were tortured. Your families lost you. And you built NATO. And you built the heaven. And you've integrated us. So don't totally disregard me or my channel. Please hear me out. I'm trying to make a political step as a non-binary individual. You made a sacrifice, and you make a sacrifice daily. All of you do. You have families. You have children. You have substance addictions. You have PTSD. You're not really regarded as vulnerable in certain subsects of society, and you are, because you're more vulnerable to die in war. And that is patriarchy. That is why it needs to be dismantled, because it affects you too. It makes one gender more vulnerable in society, and then one more vulnerable to international conflict. And at the same time, I hope you pick up what I'm trying to say. You have literally died for us, and you prevent other nations from invading us. And some of us do have a very poor attitude. And I mean women. But everybody has a poor attitude at some point. It's just realism. So thank you. Because you are. And the women during World War I and II as well. They ran the country. You fought in war. Everybody did have their part. And one without the other, we would not be here. So ultimately, like I would say thank you to the Indigenous for giving us accommodation. I say thank you to you for giving your lives, your family, and an obscene amount of equity. It is relevant, and you need to understand too that it has to be dismantled worldwide. Because if you are you are a very powerful individual. Masculinity, biological masculine sex, is very powerful. It is scary, the things you are capable of and the things that you do. And it destroys you at the same time, and that is because this is a fallen world. This is a fallen world, and it's gonna affect you too. And I want you to know that your sacrifice, without it, I would not be able to live as well as I am living, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate the fact that I can vote. These are things we should have anyway. I should be able to get credit just in case. And you know what? During times of nuclear family, as long as women were safe, it is a better way to go, but it's different now. But I see your sacrifice, and I want to say thank you. Please see ours. We still gave birth to you, and we didn't want that for you.